Hello everyone, I'm 100% me and this here is Wood, and I'd very much like to welcome you back into my world where I've been doing some thinking. Come on Wood, we're going to the Grasslands. Now if you'll recall, last episode, all the way at the end, we concluded that the pillagers are a really big problem. Because they kidnap little innocent creatures like the E08, right? You may also recall that these are the Grasslands, right? They're all the way surrounded by the swamp. And the purpose of the Grassland is to protect these kinds of creatures, right? That is of course creatures like the E08 and Wood over here. And apparently, because I have torn a hole through the fabric of reality, I've sort of disturbed that. And so, I think we should start today's episode off by working on a little something that can help us. What I was thinking is we put a watchtower right here. Because if we have a watchtower right on such a high point, we can look over all the grasslands and always see when the pillagers will come. And so I've gathered up some materials that can help us, that will help us, build this structure. I hope it's enough. I'm not quite sure now that I'm putting it all in the chest. Wait, what? This doesn't go in here? I thought you could... Do you craft the bricks like so then? Oh. But these go in here. Oh, these do go in here. Alright. Let's do that then. Now this tower is not necessarily going to be a really big one. I don't think that's really necessary. It just has one function to let us get up and down and let us look over the grasslands, right? Hello, Wood. And so what I'm thinking is we sort of mix and match these two different textures together. They are of course the exact same color, and I think they'll make for a really nice little texture. Now, here's the thing. I've always been a fan of a bit of a wonky tower. Have it lean over a little bit. I've never really properly constructed those, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But it'll be fun to try. And of course it starts raining. That's exactly what I need right now. Let's go find a bed. I need to sleep, I need to sleep, I need to sleep. Let's see. Did I already mention that I've got no idea what I'm doing? I feel like I should have mentioned that. It's got potential though. It's got a lot of potential. I kinda like it. Just need to smooth out all these curves and all these weird edges it's got now. And I think that's mostly a matter of just placing slabs and stairs everywhere. Can we do something like this? That'd be cool, maybe. I don't know. Ouch, not what I intended. Now, of course, for scaffolding, I'm using the one block I don't really have a whole lot of. Kind of neat in this build, so don't mind me. I really think this is starting to come together over here. What do you think, Wood? Is it nice? Is it a good tower for the grasslands? Yeah, I reckon this would be a good height to look out over the grasslands from. Wouldn't you agree, Wood? Let's just extend all of this up. And actually, let's also have a look at what this all looks like from the bottom. I think that also kind of is important. Yeah, I think there's not enough wonk at the top there. I think I might just redo that bit, just a little. And also I've just noticed this. We can't stand for that. Ah! Well, let's see how this looks. Yay for feather falling. That's a little bit better. Just need to fill in the details over there. Also, it's getting night again. I need to sleep. I really need to start considering bringing a bed over to the grassland so that I can sleep there. Because now I'm sort of Tarzaning my way through the mangrove swamp. And yes, that was better than I expected. Alright, so as you can see, it's raining And Wood and I have sort of been wandering around my world to wait for it to get night so that I can clear the rain. Because recording with the rain there makes a really terrible video. Anyway, Wood and I wandered ourselves over to the top of this tree and we found, look at that! That's the tower we're working on. It's starting to look really cool in between the trees over there in that little clearing. I think that is starting to look really, really awesome. I'm really happy with where this is going. At least from a distance over here, it looks really, really cool. Don't you think, Wood? We can see clearly now, the rain has gone. Alright, so now that we are here, what I'm thinking is we're going to add the top of the tower to the tower. And I think we'll just keep it very 2012 Minecraft with oak slabs and oak logs. And I'll add some of these spruce stairs in there to make it blend in a little bit nicely. But then for the roof, I think we'll be doing the mangrove logs. I think that'll be nice. Let's just see what happens. Let's see, first off, I think what we'll need is a floor, of course. But I think we should have this just a little bit bigger. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. Like, I still want it to be somewhat rounded. Yeah, this isn't right. Alright, I'm not going to lie. I'm having some difficulty with the top bit of it there. Particularly its shape. I was hoping to try and keep a bit of a round feel to it, but in doing so I'm kind of messing it up over there, right? And I don't really want to make it too much bigger than it already is, because I feel like that's just going to be a little bit weird. This here, by the way, is what it looks like from on top. It's just a little bit awkward, isn't it? So I'm not quite sure what to do here. I'm just going to continue messing around with it a little bit. Now, so far I've kind of tried offsetting it to one of the sides, right? To add just a little extra wonk to it. But maybe I should try not to do that. Maybe that will work better. Let's have a look. See, yeah, I think this might work. Let's have a look from over here somewhere. Whoop. Well, yeah, I still need to fill it in, of course, but I think this might actually work better than what I tried earlier. So let's just go with this. So I tried adding some detail with the stairs. This is what tricky to see. There. I tried adding this little bit of detail with the stairs. It's kind of weird. It's kind of wacky, but I feel like it kind of fits the tower. I think I like it. I think I'm keeping it. Let's have a look at a bit more of a distance. Yeah, that's kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, it's weird. But it's cool. I like it. All I'm thinking that's needed for now is to add just a little bit of that on the outside. And I think at that point we can just put the roof on top. Just put a torch down before everything gets a little too dark over here. Yeah, that detail really does add. So now it's time that we put on the roof. Starting with this invisible block over here. Starting with a little rim on the outside over here, just like so. Now to keep it sort of rounded, what I'm thinking is we do one of these and then get rid of that one. I think that should help keep the rounded aesthetic. Now what we do is just kind of fill this in like so. We just kind of continue building up the roof, working our way all the way to the center, which is not that log over there. Typically what I'll do at some point, and this is that point, is I just work the sides or the edges to the center. And from there, once I'm at that center, that's where I'll try to make sense of all this over here. Hello, wood. And in this case, it might just be as simple as filling it in like so. Maybe put a slab there for some extra variation. perhaps. I don't know. I wish I had elytra at this point though, because I can have a proper look at the roof from a distance. I don't think I like this though from here. So I'm going to change it up a little bit and put stairs like so, and then fill in this. And that means it won't be entirely symmetrical, but that's alright. We can live with that. And maybe put another one of these around, make it just a little bit smoother, the transition. Well, as long as I place them right, that is. And ta-da! We have ourselves a roof. Let's go have a look at it from down below somewhere. Yeah, well, I do not think that I like that roof. But from here I do. It's mostly from over here that I don't. Because you don't quite see how tall it is. And the point is kind of that you get to see how tall it is. I'm gonna have to think on that one. I do in general like the shape of it. It is kind of wonky, somewhat mystical, exactly what I was going for. But I don't think I like it from all angles. So I'm not quite sure what to do with that. You see, from here I think it's really cool. You have sort of a whoop sort of vibe, right? That's exactly what I wanted. I think this really only just works from certain angles. Maybe we just won't look at it from too close then, I guess. Look, we can look at it from here. That's really nice. I like that roof. Ooh, let's try and find that tree where I stood earlier, when it was raining. I think this is the tree. Look! Okay, no, I'm in love with it. I love it. This is fantastic. I like it. I so like that tower. Yep. No, this is it. I'm keeping it. Maybe put a little something on the top, like a fence post or something. But other than that, this is really cool. I like it. I really do. Hey, Wood, this tower looks out over your homeland. Do you think it's nice? Do you think it's a good addition? Look at that. Oh, even when it gets dark, it looks really nice. It's a good thing I placed that torch inside. Just makes it look so much alive. Not quite done with it though. I just want to add some little details. I thought it would be really cool to have like tiny windows, a bit like so. Boop, boop. And have those windows like all over the place in the most random of places. English. And I sort of figure that would add quite a lot to our building over here. Mostly in the form of a cozy atmosphere. Can you imagine what this looks like at night? And you just have these random little lights coming out of the tower? I think it'd be really cool. Right, so I just waited till it got dark. And you can see, right? You can see what I mean? It's got these tiny little lights coming out of it. Just random places. I think that just adds so much. Here, that one over there. Ouch. I mean, just this one over here in particular. That adds so much, doesn't it? I think those might be just a little bit too bright, so I just have to move the torches around a little bit. Hello, frog. Oh, hello, cow. Oh, hello, creeper. Don't you blow up my tower. It's new. Look, that's much better. So now I'm kind of missing it over there. Look at just how much that adds. Oh, I love it so much. I mean, just look at that. That is so awesome, isn't it? And then you have some of them. Where is it? There. They just don't really have much light coming from them. And it kind of creates the illusion that this tower is filled with different rooms. And in some rooms there aren't just any people. And so therefore there's no lights on over there. And it's starting to rain again. So I'm going to sleep really quickly. But look, that is awesome, isn't it? Oh, I so love it when buildings come to life like that. But I think that's enough of staring at this tower for today. I think it's time that we start doing something else. Now I'm seeing details that I want to change now. There, tiny little adjustment. Think I like it. Now we're going to do something else. We have a really big problem. As you know, over at the village of Gorf, we use quite a lot of black stone to build. And I know I have it in one of these chests. As you can see, I don't really have a lot of it left. Now this is a really big problem because, if you'll follow me, a couple of episodes ago the guardian of the Grassland told us that we had to close the portal to the Nether because it was tearing a hole through the fabric of reality, right? And supposedly in this area the fabric of reality is very thin, and So that's causing all sorts of problems that I don't quite understand. But of course I do have to get to the Nether, and so what I was thinking, what if, and hear me out here, we reopen the Nether Portal, but we do it somewhere else, somewhere far away from the Grasslands. Let's hope that that works. Yeah, I sort of figure we can put it right over here at spawn. I reckon it'll be far enough away. What I'm thinking is, because, you know, I just kind of need to put it somewhere. Thinking I'm just putting it at the entrance of the mine that I used over here. I reckon that could look really, really cool. That should do. Let's get through. You coming too, Wood? Let's hope that we don't have as much of a rotten spawn as we did last time we went through to the Nether. Okay. Oh, I don't mind this. It's not technically in a basalt deltas, but it's close to it. I can get the blackstone over here, which is really nice. You know, because that's kind of what I want. But then we also have plenty of nether wastes to explore, it would seem. Oh, actually, it kind of looks like I'm surrounded by the basalt deltas. Still, it's not all that bad. It's definitely better than the last nether spawn I had. You know, I wonder, have you ever been to the Netherwood? You have? Did you like it here? Yeah, neither do I. I do think though, somewhere in that direction-ish, maybe more in that direction, there should be the soul sand valley that we found a couple episodes ago. Might be worth traveling in that direction. Maybe not for now though. For now I just need the blackstone. I feel like I should have worn something gold. That scared me. Oh, hello. Oh no, this one is at me now. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe I should go grab something gold real quick. That doesn't really have a lot of durability, but we can try it. Hey, we're good now, aren't we? Yeah, we're good. So long as I don't mine any of these. Uh-oh, missing my helmet now. That's not good. There are no piglins around though, so maybe I'll be fine. Let's just continue. This place is getting increasingly scary, and so even though I haven't quite have my inventory filled up, I'm going to leave. It's alright though, I've got more than enough for now. I've got a bit of a distraction for us all. Spawn is over in that direction, and the mangrove swamp, as you can see, is over there. And so I travel back and forth between the two quite a lot, and so I come across this little lava lake quite often. But this bee over here, this little bee, has been stuck here since forever. I have no idea how long. It's always been here, so I'm going to attempt to rescue it because I feel kind of bad for this little guy. How am I going to do that? I think all it needs is just a little nudge. Can I place a block there? Yes, there it goes. No, 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 no. Don't die, don't die. Yay! You're free! Woo! Look at him go! Now where's the horse? That's funny, it's actually the bee who's led me to the horse. Thank you, bee! And you're welcome! So now we have a little more blackstone to fill up our chests, including some basalt apparently. There is, however, another problem that's arisen. I mean, if you walk over here, Wood, what do you think? This isn't right, is it? You've got this very beautiful welcome to Gorf sign, And the very first thing you walk into is this really big mess. Now this is what has been my storage for the Gorf project so far. But this is going to only become a bigger mess if I don't do anything about it. So I think it's time that we build some proper storage facility. Now a very lovely viewer on my last episode commented a very good suggestion. They said, well, these are the docks, so shouldn't there be some sort of warehouse? Some sort of storage facility? I mean, ships come in over here, right? And they unload on the docks, and then we have a beautiful building over there, bringing it up to a little bit higher over here. Let's go take the stairs. But then from here, it doesn't really have anywhere to go. So what I was thinking, you see this building that I planned out here, it was originally meant to be a house of sorts, but I think this could be a really beautiful warehouse. You know, just a place where we can store everything that we're using while working on this Gorf project. I think it'll be lovely, so let's hop straight into a time lapse. And there we go! So this is our new storage building, our warehouse. Now, as you can see, there isn't a whole lot in it yet, but the idea is kind of that we start filling it up as we start gathering materials. For right now, all of these chests, the majority of them are filled up. This one is empty still, as you can see. And for now, this is enough. All the stuff that we have over here at Gorf fits in here. And then, of course, when our stuff starts expanding, that's when we start putting in more chests. I already put some in over here, but they're empty. And then because I don't really have a proper base over here in Gorf, I just put my bed right behind here. This is where I can sleep. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, maybe like this is a little cozier. Now, as you can see over here, I went with a very wide open door idea here. And that's, of course, things will be coming in from over here. And it's just really nice and easy and convenient to not have to worry about doors or walls to hit. And so I figured I'd just leave it open, and I think it'll make for a really good warehouse sort of vibe. Ooh, it's getting night. I get to test out the bed. Yay! Well rested. Anyway, as you may have noticed from the time lapse, I sort of redid it a couple of times. And that is typically when I do these things, I don't tend to plan them out in creative. I probably should, it will save me tons of time. But I kind of like figuring it out as I go, right? As I'm working on it, seeing what sort of trouble I run into and what does and doesn't work. In that case is I just had a really ugly square building over here. And I didn't really think it really fit in with the rest of Gorf. And so I expanded it out to the sides, and I think it's much, much better now. Though I'm noticing a detail over there that looks a little too square, I think. So I'm going to smooth that out a little bit, and that instantly looks much, much better. But with all that being said, done and built, I think this is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next time. Bye!